Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another video. So today we're going to be going through the top 5 Van Houtens that I want in the game. Now, technically, there isn't any real Van Houtens that are living anyway, because we actually have pretty much all of the Van Houtens already, and I didn't want to delve into future versions of Kirk or past versions of Milhouse or future versions of Milhouse. I wanted to try and keep this as strict as possible. I have considered doing a top 10 younger Simpsons characters, they should add, or top 10 future Simpsons characters they could add, and I could separate them for future new characters and future established characters. So I could do one for what future sort of kids do I want, or what past kids. Maybe I'll do that in the future, we'll see. But for now, I'm just keeping this strictly to Van Houtens who are in the past and the present, who are not established characters already. So not Kirk in the past or Milhouse in the past. I don't want maybe a baby Milhouse in the future would be kind of cool to get, but that's not on the list. So we're only strictly doing family members. So the only reason why I had to do this just top 5 is there isn't many to add, and a lot of the ones that are even on this list are very not even really established family members. We're not really sure if they are family members or not. So let's get into it. The first two, though, are actual family members, but I covered them in the Simpsons list. So number 5 is Hiram Simpson. This is technically Milhouse's great, I don't know how many greats, but how many greats grandfather. So this actually is his great something grandfather. So technically this is a Van Houten. It's not a, it's not a Van Houten. It is a Simpson, but it's Milhouse's grandfather. So one of his grandfathers, great grandfathers. So that's why I kind of included him. So I think, it would be cool to get Hiram Simpson. And then number 4 is Eliza Van Houten, which is Milhouse's great something grandmother. So again, these were both covered in the Simpsons list, obviously, because they are kind of also connected to the Simpsons family. But Eliza Van Houten marries Milford Van Houten, and Milford Van Houten is Milhouse's something great grandfather. So this is his great something grandmother, and also Kirk and Luann's great something grandmother as well as Hiram being Kirk and Luann's. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Kirk and Luann's great something grandmother, because I'm pretty sure Kirk and Luann are cousins themselves. So, yeah, I think they share both these grandparents. Okay, moving on, we got number 5. Number 3 is this random Van Houten relative, maybe. So we see this guy, I think he's in the retirement home. We just see him in the background knitting something, and he looks eerily similar to Kirk and Luann and also Milhouse. But obviously we have seen Kirk's grandfather before. He's obviously added in the game, Kirk's father before, and Milhouse's paternal grandfather. He is already in the game, so we've already got him, of course. I don't know if he was in this list. No, he's not there. But he's already in the game. Milhouse's grandfather. This could potentially be Luann's father, but there's another character who also is kind of implied to be Luann's father, so we're not sure. Maybe this is some sort of uncle. Maybe this is, maybe it's actually Kirk's grandfather. Who knows? Maybe even he's alive. We don't know. It's not really explicitly said. It may not be a relative of the Van Houtens at all. That's possible too. But I thought it was significant enough to chuck it in. So that's number 3. They could just call it Old Van Houten or Old Man Van Houten or the old. I don't know. I don't know. They could call it anything. Or they could just confirm it's a different character, like Uncle Van Houten or something. I don't know. Number 2 is Shelbyville Milhouse. Now, Shelbyville Milhouse, again, is not confirmed to be an actual relative of Milhouse. We did get Milhouse, though, and I'm pretty sure Milhouse was not confirmed to be a Milhouse relative. He just sort of looked like Milhouse, and so they speculated that he was a relative. But Shelbyville Milhouse, I think there's a better case to be argued that Shelbyville Milhouse is a relative, because Shelbyville and Springfield are, connected to each other, and they have a history of people coming in between, and B, because this guy's name is actually Milhouse, and for that reason, surely Milhouse is not exactly a common name. So if they look quite similar, not they don't look eerily similar, but they do look quite similar. If they look quite similar, they live in the same area, and they have the same first name, then I think the chances of them being related are very high. So, for that reason, I think it's good enough to put Shelbyville Millhouse on the list. So, he is number 2. I definitely would love to get Shelbyville Millhouse in the game. But then the number 1, drum roll, there's your drum roll, obviously is the Cracker Executive, aka maybe Luann's father, we're not sure. So, essentially, I've talked about this before. The Cracker Executive is the guy who sort of runs the Cracker Factory. And in the episode where he's seen, he literally tells Kirk he's fired because he's no longer a part of the family. He's no longer a part of Luann's family. And because of that, he's fired. And it's said the Cracker Factory is a family business. And also, we know that the Cracker Factory is owned by Luann's father. They literally say that Luann's father owns the Cracker Factory. So if you take the fact that it's a family business, meaning that only family seem to be able to work in this, Luann's family that is, and this guy is shown to be like he is the one who fires Kirk, and he's the one who seems to be running the shop, then clearly that means that he is Luann's father. So, yeah, that's my sort of infer, but it's never explicitly said that this is definitely Luann's father. They never explicitly say, Kirk doesn't call him Mr. Oh God, what is Luann's maiden name? I don't even know. But he never refers to him as my father-in-law. There doesn't seem to be any hint. And the guy doesn't look particularly old, whereas Luann is presumably in her 30s, 40s, late 30s, early 40s, and this guy looks like he's in his maybe early 50s, at the most. So I don't know, it's sort of he doesn't look old enough, but there is every chance that he is just Luann's father. It's not I wish they would just confirm it. And Tapped Out have done this before. They obviously confirmed that Mrs. Frink, that woman we see in Grandpa versus Sexual Inadequacy, they confirmed that is actually Mrs. Frink, because it was sort of implied that it was Mrs. Frink, but we never really knew, because she doesn't say okay honey, she says okay professor. So yeah, I don't know. So I think there's a good chance this is Luann's father. I like to believe this is true. That's true. Or maybe this is Luann's father. Who knows? But anyway, or maybe these people are actually the same person. Oh God, you got a sneak peek there for the Simpsons pets. Yeah, but anyway, that is the Van Houtens. So make sure to head over to the Discord to vote on which one you want to see next. This was only a top 5, but I've got 3 things that you can vote for. You can either go to the Discord and vote for this one, Simpsons Pets. You can vote for kids, top 10 kids you want to see in the game, so that they will just be general kids. Or I've got top 10 babies, a little distinguishedness, because I wanted to distinguish kids from babies. So yeah, make sure to head over. You can vote, and I'd love to see what sort of things you guys want to see. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.